Does that make sense?
Yes,
Now,
it does.
I want to cover some common negative emotions. These are things like, does that make sense? I heard double me, right? These are things like anxiety, right? Sometimes you guys get into things and you start feeling uneasy, right? You start worrying and you start fearing, and you're more so likely worrying or fearing something that hasn't even happened yet. You don't even know what's going to happen. You're just worrying and being fearful. For what? For what? Sadness, right? Write this down, guys. Anxiety, right? Some people feel things like sadness. We will literally pull sorrow and grief to us. And it may not even have happened today or in a week, but we will feel these, we'll pull these emotions of disappointment and loss to us just so that we can use this sad energy and feel this thing. Anger, frustration, irritation, guilt, a feeling of regret or remorse, often related to a perceived wrongdoing. This is huge. Guilt. I think we have like the emotional chart. Anyways, I'll cover that later. Shame, a feeling of embarrassment or humiliation, often related to perceived failure or social judgment. And there's a few more negative emotions, and they actually sound like envy, jealousy, disgust, loneliness. These are also negative emotions. And when you are feeling these things, that is a telltale sign that you are heading down the wrong direction. Negative emotions can be uncomfortable, again, like I said, but they're completely necessary and normal. But you have to be able to process those negative emotions in the correct way. You need to not let those negative emotions run and control you, because you are bigger than those negative emotions, right? Anger without, awesome, this is really, really good, right? Evelise just gave me something. Anger without ego, right? How many of you guys ever been angry, right? How many of you guys ever been angry? But you're not angry with that ego, right? Like, I want to give you guys an example. When my ex left me because I didn't have any money, I couldn't provide for her or anything like that, and my mother used to call me a bum and said no girl would love me because I didn't have anything that I can give anyone. Was I angry about that? Yes or no? I mean, would you be pissed off at that? Yes or no? But I didn't let my ego get in front of me. I didn't sit down and say, fuck you, you're wrong, mom, you piece of shit, girl, I don't like you anyway. I didn't let those things come in front of me. I said, you know what? I am a piece of shit. I do freaking suck. No girl should ever want to be with me because I can't even handle, I can't even take care of myself. How am I going to take care of you? And that anger that I felt wasn't towards my mom or wasn't towards my ex, but the anger that I felt was towards myself, because I knew that I can do better. I can fix, I can do, I can be. And that fueled me. Hold on, guys, I'm not saying to be angry at yourself. Oh gosh, it's like, this is a hard thing. I'm not saying feel guilt. That anger, if you keep angry at yourself, that's guilt. I am not saying that. What I am saying is I used anger to fuel me. How many of you guys accomplished something you've never done before, never thought it was possible, and you did it because you were fucking pissed off? Raise your hands. So anger can be used as fuel. But anger can also be used for self-destruction. The moment you start adding your ego into it. I want to define some terms for you guys. Hope you guys don't mind. Let me share my screen. Google. What is negativity? Or I guess define the word negativity I should use. Negativity. The expression of criticism or pessimism about something. Right? That doesn't really give me any answers. What does negativity mean? Very good. And guys, I want you guys to think about this. Are you being negative or are you being positive? Because when you actually look at these things, it's kind of mind-blowing, right? Negativity is a tendency to be downbeat, disagreeable, and skeptical. It's a pessimistic attitude that always expects the worst. Negative outcomes are bad outcomes, like losing a game, getting a disease, suffering an injury, or getting something stolen. Be honest. Be honest, guys. Because at a point in time of my life, I used to be this way as well. How many of you guys are always skeptical about something? Wiggle your hands. You wouldn't consider yourself as negative, would you? Well, that's because you just don't know what being negative means. You don't understand the term of negativity. You don't understand what it is. People use the word and your ego get in front of you. I'm not negative. No, but you are. And the greatest thing about knowing is that you can then do something about it. Sometimes it's great. It's a great thing to be able to, I wouldn't say be skeptical, but to think about things, right? Or to analyze things. Sometimes it's great, but understand the moments or the times where that was great was when we were getting chased down by saber-toothed lions 1,000 years ago. Not today. There's virtually nothing for you or me to be afraid of. Virtually nothing. But yet still we cling. We cling for dear life on this belief that things always have to go badly. I had a workshop this weekend. And when I showed everyone how easy affiliate marketing was, I seen a few people's faces. There's no freaking way. There's no way that this is what Junior is teaching his students and Junior students are getting those results. There's no way. And it's okay because you've been trained and raised to believe that life has to be hard when in reality, life is as easy as you want it to be. And I showed my students results making $245,000 in 2 years. Whatever, cool. All right. What is the meaning of negativity in life? Negativity is defined as a tendency to be down, skeptical. Okay, we already did this. All right. What causes negativity in a person? Negativity is often a product of depression or insecurity. It can stem from illness, life events, personality problems, and substance abuse. Like many things in life, negativity too can become a habit. Some of you guys that feel the negativity inside of you, it's not because you're a bad person or a bad human. In fact, you're fucking great. You just developed a bad habit. How many of us know people that smoke? They're amazing people, but they smoke cigarettes. How many of us know those people? Amazing people, but they have a bad habit. And your negativity is pretty much the exact same thing. You can be the best person in the world. You just have a negative habit, a bad habit of being a negative. And there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, it's actually great. Because if you understand that you may have that bad habit of being negative, then just like having that bad habit of smoking cigarettes, you can opt in to change that habit. Yes or no? See, life happens for us, not to us. Frequent criticism, cynical thoughts, and denial can create neutral pathways in the brain or neural pathways in the brain that encourage sadness. Okay, now I want to also cover this. Check this out. What is more powerful? Actually, I should look up positivity. What is positivity? Okay, now that we covered negativity, the definition of negativity, let's look at the definition of positivity. Positivity, the practice of being or tendency of being positive or optimistic in attitude. The presence rather than absence of a certain substance. Okay, whatever. What positivity really means? What is positivity? Positivity is the practice or tendency to be positive or optimistic in life. When we are positive, we engage in positive thinking, have positive emotions, and engage in positive behaviors like kindness and generosity. What is an example of positivity? Being happy even when you have little. Being happy. Oh, gosh, I really wish I actually seen this or I actually did all this research before I'm coming to you guys. I really did, because I would have literally took this right here and I'd have probably ran with it and have an entire class. In fact, probably next week, this is what class is going to be about. Being happy even when you have little. I tell people all the time, when I was homeless, I was still giving money to the homeless people because I was grateful for the little that I had. Who stopped sharing my screen? Why you do that for? I ain't gonna talk, I promise. All right. But seriously, guys, next week, this is what I want to talk about. Everlease, write this down. I think this is an amazing, phenomenal topic. I really wish I did my research before I came here for this. I really wish I did. Being happy even when you have little. Having a good time even when you are losing. Being happy for someone else's success. Let me repeat that. Matter of fact, I don't want to repeat that. You guys should repeat that. Guys, repeat after me. Being happy for someone else's success.
Being happy for someone else's
success. I see it way too often. Someone is finding an inch of success. You don't know what they go through or what they had to overcome, but your first instinct is to tear them down. Crab in a barrel mentality. This is so good. Having a positive future vision, no matter how bad your current circumstances may be. Why is positivity so important? Having a positive attitude is important for many reasons. It helps you. Oh, goodness gracious. How many of you guys got goals? Raise your hands. How many of you guys got goals? Come on. How many of you guys got goals in your life? Look at your eyes.
Wait,
Not right.
didn't hear that.
Yeah.
How many of you guys got goals in your lives? Raise your hands.
Breaking up still.
It's still breaking up, Junior.
You're talking
so loud,
shit.
Junior. It's like
Okay, mute everybody. Maybe it's me.
It probably is you, Lola. Golly.
no, I think it's the mic.
How many of you guys have goals in your lives? How many of you guys have goals that you want to chase after, you want to achieve? Get up and say, I have a goal. I have a goal. I have something that I want to achieve. I have that. You don't even have to unmute. Just get up. I want to feel you guys through the computer.
Whenever you get louder, that's when it kind of silences.
It's his
Sex-
energy.
Sexy. Let me go fix that right quick for you guys, because I'm about to get freaking loud right now.
Pasha.
We're
And we can't wait.
with you, but we don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring it on. It's
That's
too much.
loud.
Wow. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
No.
I said that's absolutely freaking amazing, because now I'm about to get loud. Now it's going to get crazy. How many of you guys have goals in your lives that you want to accomplish? Stand up and say, I have a goal. I have a
I have a
goal.
I have a goal.
And if you are serious about your goal, if you are serious about attaining whatever it is that you want to accomplish, one thing that you must have, having a positive attitude is important because it will help you achieve your goals. There's like, I told everyone in the workshop this week that I laugh at people. Like, sometimes I'm very evil. Hear my evil laugh. Right? Because I can see someone, and I don't care how you may take this, I can see someone who is an absolute loser based off of just the way they operate. I can tell you whether someone is going to succeed in life or whether someone is going to fail in life based off of their actions, their energy, the words that they use, how they speak to either themselves or how they speak to other people. It is not rocket science. If you want to accomplish your goals, you guys, all of you guys cheered when I started talking about goals. If you want to accomplish those goals that you just said that you want to have or accomplish, like I'm telling you, I should have did some freaking research. Oh my gosh, I'm so upset right now. You have to have a positive attitude, right? Russell Brunson said this best, right? I went in a meeting with Russell once, and Russell, you know, he does wrestling. And he was like, oh, you know, I wasn't that good at wrestling. Honestly, I sucked, right? And then one day, I watched this guy wrestling, and he was even worse than me. But guess what happened? He was just always smiling. He was always smiling. I asked this, why are you smiling? Like, I asked, why are you always smiling? And then long story short, it came to him, the statement. Have you ever seen a loser smile? Have you ever seen losers happy? Because you can lose today and win tomorrow. You can lose the battle but win the war. But you know what losers do? Losers would lose the battle and be mad and upset about losing the battle, walk around with their heads down and frowning and feeling defeated, and eventually they will lose the war. It's one thing Russell said. The moment I started practicing this, even if I lose, I'm happy to lose. The reason why is because I just learned something new. I learned what made me lose. Now I can do better. Losers never think like that. Only winners do. Having a positive attitude is important for many reasons. It helps you achieve your goals. It enhances your levels of happiness, strengthens your personal relationships. And it just makes you feel so freaking sexy. All right. What are 3 ways of positive thinking? Right? Identify areas to change. Following are some ways to think and behave in a more positive and optimistic way. So guys, I'm giving you guys the answers right now. You're negative? Hey, this is how to be positive. Okay? Identify areas to change. Right? You guys can screenshot this. You don't have to write it down. You can screenshot it on your phone, whatever you want to do. Identify areas to change. Check yourself. A lot of people hate checking themselves. Be open to humor. Have you ever spoken to someone, you're making a joke and you're like, bro, you're not funny. And you're like, bro, you're a douchebag, right? It's like, they're just like so upset at nothing, right? Follow a healthy lifestyle. Guys, you cannot. This is contrary to a lot of people's beliefs. You cannot be a positive person if you're eating McDonald's every day. You cannot be a positive person if you're putting a bunch of garbage into your body every day. Perfectly said, Keaton. You are what you eat, right? Follow a healthy lifestyle, but it's not just about what you eat. It's what you also put into your body, the music you listen to, the people you associate yourself with. All of these can affect your attitude and your energy. So, very good. Surround yourself with positive people. Practice positive self-talk. Okay? Now, I want to check this out. What is more powerful? Negativity? All right, check this out. Negativity by Duke's Fitness Center. I don't know what that is, but check this out. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Negativity is a multiple of 4 to 7 times more powerful than positivity. Stop everything that you guys are doing. All right. Yes, Candy. It's a lot easier to say negative things. Yes, 1000% agree, Candy. But hold on, just give me a second. Check this out. How many of us say positive things in our lives? We say positive things for ourselves, you know, everything. Okay, awesome. How many of us say negative things to ourselves as well? Okay, so we all do. We say positive, we say negative. But according to this study, if negative is multiple 5 to 7 times more powerful than positive thoughts, then what happens to the positivity that you speak into your life? It's canceled out the moment that you let something negative come out of your mouth. And that negativity doesn't have to be, you know, it can even be just your doubts, your fear, your anxiety. I already covered what negativity was. And there's a reason for this, by the way. All right, hopefully they'll have it here, but there's a reason for it. I'll try to search it up and try to find it. But there's a reason why negativity is more powerful than positivity. It's right here. It's behind me. Oh, on that computer? All right. So the reason why negativity is more powerful than positivity is because, remember when I mentioned back in the days, 1,000 years ago, you had to run and save your life from all these things? Yeah? Well, back in the day, sometimes that negativity, sometimes that fear, sometimes that anxiety would be what saves your life. So you look more for the negative things because that's what's protecting you. And you dwell on the negative things. You embody those negative things. You personify those negative things. And then the positive things, it's just like every day. Hey, let me give you guys a quick example, a quick experiment. How many of you guys are married? Move your hands. Your husband, your wife comes up to you and says, hey, you're beautiful. You're the most special thing to me. How does that make you feel? And be honest, on a scale from 1 to 100 or 1 to 10, how much does it change your day? How much does it affect your day? How much does it change your mood? Okay, some of you guys are saying so, some 10s. All right, awesome. Okay. All right, so I guess we're gonna have to come up with some new numbers then. All right, because you guys aren't being honest. I'll tell you that for certain. Because if you heard it before, it's like nothing. Now, check this out. If that same exact person comes to you, your husband, your wife, and turns around and says, hey, you're an absolute piece of shit. I wish I never fucking met you, and you're someone else better for me than you are. Which one is going to affect your mood, affect your life more? The positive or the negative? Which one are you going to think about more? Which one are you going to have in your head all freaking day just running around? You'll forget the positive thing an hour after, but the negative thing, you're going to be thinking about it all fucking month. Why? So again, like I said, that positive thing ain't really a 10. If you think it's a 10, then this negative thing is 100. We dwell on negativity. And there's a time and there's a place for everything. Situations, like I said, yes, there is reasons to be negative. But guess what? We don't live in those times anymore. We do not live in those times anymore. Right? Which is stronger, positivity or negativity? Why is, let me see if it says it. Why is negativity more powerful? The human brain, okay, perfect. The human brain has a natural tendency to give weight to and remember negative experiences and interactions more than positive ones. They stand out more. Psychologists refer to this as negative bias. Our brains are wired to scout for the bad stuff and fixate on the threats. Why is negativity so powerful? Because negative information causes a surge in activity in a critical information process area of the brain. Our behavior, our attitude tend to be shaped more powerfully by bad news, experiences, information. Studies show that people feel and do their best when they have at least 3 times as many positive emotions. This is good. This is good. Guys, let's read this together. Let's read this together. This is good. This is exactly what I'm trying to explain to you guys. And when I underline it, this is when you read it. Okay? So let's do it together. Studies show that people feel and do their best when they have at least 3 times as many positive emotions as negative emotions. That's because of something called the negativity bias. The negativity bias is a natural human tendency to pay more attention to negative emotions than to positive ones. Again, if a negative emotion is 7 times more powerful than a positive emotion, if you are stacking up those negative emotions without stacking up those positive emotions, what do you think your outcome is going to be? Again, guys, life is easy. Life is not complicated. Life is not hard. Life is easy. Now, you could do this the easy way, or you could do this the hard way. Right? Life is easy. Emotions detached from ego lies in love. Yeah, I can talk about this later. Okay? Guys, don't be mad at me because I'm talking about it later. I'm talking to you. Anyways. Oh, no, not you guys. This one over here. You didn't talk about what I wanted you to talk about. Anyways, so yes, you can. Perfect. Thank you so much. So I want to challenge you guys. Did you guys learn something new today? With your hands if you learned something new. Did I give you guys something completely different to think about that you probably like, wow, what the hell? With your hands? So I have a homework assignment for you guys. I have a homework assignment for you guys. I want you to list your fear. But check this out. For every fear that you come up with, or every negative situation that you come up with, you should have at least 10 positive solutions. Like Candy, I think that was her name. I'm sorry, sweetie, if I messed her name. Candy, she said, I'm afraid of failure. Well, that can be great. You are afraid of failure. That's awesome. But hey, I'm going to accept failure because if I accept failure, I may learn something. I may improve. I may get better. I'll accept a failure because, hey, you know what? Maybe I may not fail. Maybe I don't have to fail. Again, these negative things that we tell ourselves, every time we say it, every time we allow it to breathe, it's 7 times more effective than any positive affirmation that you can say. I want you guys to watch the words you use. I want you to watch your mouth. I want you to watch yourself, analyze yourself. This week, I want you guys to be different. And in being different, I notice I didn't say doing different. I said being different. And notice in being different, notice the response that life gives you. Whether life gives you the things that you want or whether life doesn't give you the things that you want. And then I want to see each and every one of you guys here next week to update me on your assignments. whether things started working for you in a positive way, or whether you being positive turned into more negative things happening for you. And I can guarantee you, I can absolutely guarantee you that if you do everything I tell you to do, next week is going to be a lot more positive, productive, and more fun and happier. Anyways, guys, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for your time. You guys is absolutely incredible. I see Heather's hand up, so I'm going to take Q&As for, I guess, 10 minutes. I'll be here for 10 minutes. All right.